Coming up on this episode of Up for Debate, it is the most exciting night of your life. The 2017 Winter Movie Draft starts right now. This is Up for Debate, episode number 92, recorded October 22nd, 2017. The 2017 Winter Movie Draft. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this extremely exciting episode of Up for Debate. Certainly the one with the largest population. I'm Sean Jennings. We've also got Matt Mariani, as always. But we have got a big crowd of everyone. Wave to the folks watching on YouTube right now. Look at that. Wow. That's my CPU cycle went through the roof with all that motion. This is very exciting. If you've joined us on the show before, this is our fourth time doing our movie league. It is the Winter Movie League. And this year, we're mixing it up big time because we're playing teams for the first time ever. We've got 5 teams of 2 ready to compete, and I would be thrilled to introduce them. But before we do that, we have some unfinished business to take care of because we have to wrap up our Summer Movie League. We had 6 excellent players, many of them on the call right now. It was a big-time effort, but there can only be one champion. So on behalf of Matt, myself, and the entire Up for Debate family, I would like to award this actual trophy to our very own 2017 league champion, Phil Lopez. Let's give Phil a round of applause.
That looks better than Matt's trophy.
Phil, he got his name on the trophy.
Didn't you get your name?
No.
Yes,
Yeah, there is.
You just wanted to show your trophy. I'm on to you.
I thought my name wasn't on it. But Phil, that's awesome. Congratulations.
I am honored, and this is actually the only trophy I've ever won in my life that's not a participation trophy.
And this is the best one to win. This is a hard one to come by. Congratulations, Phil. I will mail this to you. And let this be a stark reminder to all of our players tonight. One of you on this call, or 2 of you, I should say, one team will win a trophy of equal or lesser value. So look forward to that. Hopefully equal. With that, I think we should get into the action. Before I explain the rules and we start the bid, I want to introduce all of our players. Some of them returning, some of them brand new. Let's go around the horn. We're going to start with my co-host. It is team The Full Johnson Experience. Matt, why don't you introduce yourself and your teammate?
Okay, my name is Matt. My teammate is named Katie. Hello. And we are the the Full Johnson Experience.
That totally worked. Very good.
I forgot the full part.
That's all right. We also have with us another returning player and his counterpart, Mike. Why don't you introduce your team? You guys are the Gooper Troopers.
We are.
I called it.
This is my partner Laura, and we're ready to win one of those trophies. So.
Damn straight.
Oh, wow.
Damn straight. And we also have with us the only team with 2 former players on it. So they've got the mind trust going. Dan and Sarah. One of the 2 of you, why don't you introduce your team?
Hi, my name's Dan. Our team name is. Let me scroll up because there was some.
May the first be with you.
Yes,
right?
may the first be with us, because I haven't been the most successful movie draft player. I am one of the most distinguished insofar as that I have come in last every time.
Yes, he holds a record.
Right.
It's a hard thing to do.
So hopefully with Sarah has a pulse on the people. We'll be able to make some magic happen here.
Congratulations on your hopefully not coming in last this time. We also have with us our current champion and his new partner. They are team. You know what? I'll let him tell you the name. Phil, why don't you introduce your team?
This is Team I Can't Believe the Film Wasn't Butter, and I am joined by Heather, who is a fellow classmate of mine, and we're going to win again.
Excellent. Well, congratulations. Welcome, Heather. Thank you for joining us. And lastly, our final team. Both of them are new to the team. They're MC Squared. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Kaylee.
I'm Brian, and we're gonna win.
It seems to be a very popular sentiment tonight. I can't imagine why. So
only one is true.
Yes, exactly. Very good. Very well
That's ours.
put.
It's going right there.
We can have one.
Right there.
They're already picking out spots for their trophies. My
Right
goodness.
there.
I love
So
it.
that's where it goes
It's
right
gone.
now. It goes in that corner.
And
next
we're
to
going to
the
have another
birdhouse.
one for the other side of the birdhouse.
Wow. The confidence is overwhelming. So let's get into the draft. Very exciting here. For those who have not joined us or done this in the past, the rules are extremely simple. We're going to auction off 30 of the biggest movies coming out between now and March 30th of next year. Each team will start with 100 mock dollars. They're not real, but they'll use those to bid on the movies for anywhere from $1 to $100 per movie, and they'll do it in their teams. So we'll only have 5 teams bidding at once. We'll sell every movie, so nothing's getting unsold. Everything's selling for something. And we will go until every movie is gone. If there's any money left over at the end, they don't get to keep it, so teams are encouraged to spend. We also have, for the first time ever, and I want to give a big round of applause to Dan Miller, who has successfully launched the Bidutron 9000 automated bidding system, which if you're watching, this is the one episode you got to go watch the video version of on YouTube. You can get it at upfordebate.tv. Because you'll actually see live on screen as we do it, the countdown, the bidding. I'll be narrating as we go through. I think that's just about it. Is everyone feeling good, feeling ready, excited for our first film?
Yes.
Let's do it.
All right, well, if you weren't ready, we were going to do it anyway. Here we go, our first film of the night. It is Geostorm. Get excited for this film starring Gerard Butler and directed by the guy who brought you Godzilla and Independence Day. This disaster epic follows a satellite designer who tries to save the world from a storm of epic proportions caused by malfunctioning, climate-controlling satellites. It's exactly as bonkers as it sounds, and we're going to go ahead and start the bidding. Let's count it in. It's available for whoever wants to bid the most. Don't blow all 100 on Geostorm. I would not recommend it. It's a bold strategy.
Did you call this a disaster?
It's a
Of a
disaster
movie?
film. Yes, it is.
A disaster film.
If you haven't seen the trailer, it's bonkers. All right, we have our first bid, $1
Nailed
to Gooper Troopers.
Okay, I forgot how to do this.
You just got to type in how much it's worth. You got it. There we go. $2 to Team Butter.
Did you this?
No, I don't know how to do it.
Team Butter. You just gotta type it in. The number of how much money you want to spend.
We're having technical difficulties, Sean.
All right. Well, I'll extend I can extend the bid. Let me know when it's working.
Is it like, is there supposed to be a box that comes up?
Oh, you're
Oh man,
not
it's going
logged.
up, Matt. We're up to 4 now.
You guys aren't logged in anymore. You got to log in.
What?
Yeah, it says you're logged out.
Oh my god, this is.
All right, we're gonna do that again. I'm sorry if people are getting kicked out. All right, let's back this up. So, are you guys?
I blame this on Dan, actually.
I mean, he is our IT support.
Supreme Team.
Team Supreme, all one word.
Team Supreme.
Team Supreme. All right, there you go. I see you. All right, are we ready to try this again?
Yeah.
All right, it opens back up where it was. So it's right now. It's Team Butter for $4.
We're not gonna bid.
We're not bidding on Gerard Butler.
No, there you go, Phil. You just bought it. Congratulations, Team Butter. $4. Geostorm. Very
Can
good.
I see the names of these movies?
Yeah.
Please.
I don't think it's a great movie, but $4 is pretty cheap.
$4. That may be one of. I'm trying to think of the cheapest movie we've ever sold, and that may be it. They usually don't go for as low, so that's a good pickup. We're gonna continue. We're gonna continue on to our next movie while Matt and Katie figure out their strategy. Number 2, it is The Snowman. This film, starring Michael Fassbender, Val Kilmer, and J.K. Simmons, tells the story of a detective, Harry Hole, who investigates a series of mysterious murders that occurred in Oslo. It releases this weekend, October 20th. You can own it. Let's pop open the bidding here in about 8 seconds.
What's the main character's name?
Michael Fassbender. No, I'm
his
just kidding. No,
character name.
it's
$10.
Harry Hole.
$10.
I did not.
Harry Hole. All right.
You know, I pull these off Wikipedia, so honestly, that could just be someone screwing with me, and I didn't verify. If it is Harry Hole, that's very impressive. Right now, the bidding, we got $6 to Team First. $6. Time ticking down here. Oh, we got $10 all the way to the Full Johnson. Full Johnson with $10 on this one. Bold bid. Clock is ticking down. I may reduce this. Clock is going a little long. I may reduce this.
Fancy. This is very cool.
Done. Sold. $10 to the Full Johnson.
You
Congratulations.
shouldn't let me do that. It was not worth $10.
Probably not, no, but
You gotta reject
the
it. You gotta
preview makes
step
me
in.
laugh every time. I think it
We've
looks
been,
hilarious.
the trailer is very. Have you guys seen the trailer for the snowman?
No.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
it's like that Campbell's soup commercial, but the snowman is like deadly, and it's not the cute.
You should see it.
So is it like an actual snowman?
I don't know.
Is it-
Like,
is
the
it like-
trailer doesn't really explain it.
is
I
it
think
like
it's a
Jack
guy who
Frost?
dresses
like a
up like a
murderer who turns his victims into like snowmen after he kills them.
Oh.
Yeah, so
That's what
like
I've
there's a
seen
dead
from
person
the
under the
trailers.
snowman.
Oh,
Yeah.
but you're not going to find them till spring when the snow melts. That's smart. That's thinking.
That's good.
And it
always cool.
preserves the body because you're frozen.
All right, now we're getting into creepy territory. We know an awful lot about how to hide bodies. Speaking of hiding bodies, our next film, Jigsaw, releasing October 27th. It is the 8th installment in the Saw franchise, picking up over a decade after the death of the Jigsaw killer. This during the police investigation of a new succession of murders that fit his modus operandi. It's going to start for you here in a couple seconds. It is Jigsaw. Is anyone feeling the Saw love? This is the
I'm feeling the
this
saw.
is the season of the franchise film. So we've got $6 to Gooper Troopers, 7 to Team First, $8 to MC Squared, 9 to First. I sound like a Who Was on First routine. We've got 11 to First, 12 to MC Squared. We got a tight battle here
Getting up there.
between First and MC Squared.
Oh, up to
You're
15.
jigging that saw, Dan?
15
I'm jigging
to
it.
First,
Home again, jiggity jig.
17 to
Jig
First,
with it.
17 going once,
I don't know.
whoa, 18.
Sarah, you're like,
MC Squared going in for 18. That's almost 1/5 of your whole budget. 18. No, 19 to First. Man, Dan just sniping him at the last minute. Is it 20 to MC Squared? Wow, they're
pretty
feeling
good about this movie.
confident about their strategy. 20 going once, going twice to MC Squared. Sold to MC Squared for $20.
Not prepared.
We're just gonna pretend like we know all of them.
Hot damn. This is we're really firing up here.
Sean, what's the most a movie's ever sold for?
I want to say I'm making this up, but it's going to be close. We've sold them for over $50. I know that.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Not by much though. Like maybe 50 to 55. We've never done
I bought
60.
that Wolverine movie for 56.
Well, yeah, and
It was
things
all
get
the money that I had left.
I was going to say the end of the last couple movies, people like dump all their remaining money, so like bad movies will go for like $60 cuz it's what they have.
Right.
Peach Dragon.
Yeah, yes, exactly. The Emoji Movie, those sorts of things.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
your results may vary. Let's jump into our next film, Suburbicon, releasing October 27th. This film directed by none other than George Clooney and written by the Coen brothers. It stars Matt Damon and Julianne Moore as residents of a deeply peaceful community that hides a violent underbelly. Suburbicon is going to kick off for you here in a few seconds. I didn't know Clooney was directing now. When did he start doing that?
A lot of names.
It's bored.
Is that
Yeah, having twins, so much spare time.
Yeah. It's called
We got-
he needs a place to hide.
We got the bids flying here. $5 leading right now. MC Squared in the lead. Is this film going to go for $5? Tick, 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 tick. Sold to MC
Damn
Squared
it.
for $5.
I'm doing this.
Good deal. Good deal. Good deal. Now, while I tweak on here, Team MC Squared, you've bought half of the movies so far. Do you have a strategy going into this?
Yes.
Yep. Revealed it.
Okay. All right. Is that strategy to
Not
buy
real
movies?
That strategy is to keep our strategy a secret from the rest of the teams.
Smart. Well, maybe we'll expose it here because we got one of the big movies of the season up right now. It is Thor Ragnarok, releasing on November 3rd, and this sequel to 2011's Thor and 2013's Thor: The Dark World, and the 17th film, if you can believe that, of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Thor must defeat Hulk in a gladiatorial duel in time to save Asgard from Hela and the coming Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok. Here we go. We'll open the bid. I think this one's gonna go quick. We got 10 to Team Butter, 18 to the Full Johnson,
December Black Panther.
20 to Gooper Troopers, 21 to First, 22 to MC Squared. Oh my God, I can't even keep up. It's moving so fast.
Oh my gosh,
25 to
what's
First, 28 to MC Squared, 30 to the Full Johnson, 31 to first. We got MC Squared. We got a few teams in on this. Team Butter with 36. MC Squared at 37.
Never saw.
We got 5 seconds. No, 39. Team Butter. Team Butter. Very smooth. MC Squared 40. 41 to Team Butter. We're going back and forth. Phil's got a big smile on his face. He knows something going on. Our champion's got something in mind. 42 to MC Squared. We got 2 seconds left on the clock. Will they own it for 42? Sold! $42 to MC Squared. I'd consider that one a bargain.
Yes. Definitely.
42, because I think, Sarah, do you remember what you paid for Guardians over the summer? I can't. It was more than that. It was like 50.
No, it was right around
Was it?
40s, I thought.
Because
I
for
don't remember.
a
I want
Marvel
that
movie,
one. Yeah.
not too bad.
Hold it out.
Congratulations. Let's keep going here because we've got an equally as exciting film. We got Daddy's Home 2. It releases November 10th, the sequel to 2015 Daddy's Home. This film stars Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg and adds John Lithgow and Mel Gibson as additional daddies. We got 4 daddies. We got more daddies than you can handle. We got young daddies, old daddies. There's so many daddies.
4 daddies for the price of one.
I mean, honestly, the value.
Does Mel Gibson bring the beaver with him in this movie?
Sadly, no. But he brings John Lithgow, and that's
this would be the perfect movie to reintroduce the beaver.
And we just sold it.
Woohoo.
We sold it so fast. I didn't even get to do the bidding thing. $7 to Team First, and their first movie.
I didn't even realize what was
that
going
one.
on. Yeah.
That was.
I didn't know that was bidding.
Well, that's all right, Matt. You'll have plenty of
Number
opportunity.
one movie right there. The Poor Dad.
Well, the good news is you'll get your next film, and this film might have more star per dollar than any film you're going to get this season. Murder on the Orient Express. It comes out November 10th. The adaptation of the 1934 book and 1947 film. It stars Penelope Cruz, Willem Dafoe, Judi Dench, Johnny Depp, Josh Gad, and about 8 other stars I didn't have room to fit on this film. It is a cavalcade of Hollywood royalty, and we're going to open up the bidding here for whoever wants to pay the most for it. Only one team hasn't owned a movie yet, Gooper Troopers. Will this be their first? Let's find out. They're going to put in for $6 right now. Team First with 7. The Full Johnson with 9. First with 10.
You did.
Let's see. Gooper Troopers at 11. First with 12. We got some.
This is with Judi Dench and Johnny Depp.
Yes. And Willem Dafoe. I know you love Willem Dafoe, Matt.
I do.
I do. I know. 20 to the Full Johnson. They're leading it. They went from 14 to 20. Big money on Mary and the Orient Express.
Thank you,
And
Marianne.
I don't know. Don't let me touch
they
that.
own it. They own it.
Justice League.
Just keep it.
It's big money.
I'm gonna be blowing our money away.
Congratulations. $20, Murder on the Orient Express, and that's going to go to Team Johnson, the Full Johnson. Next up, another big superhero franchise film. We've got the Justice League. It's coming out November 17th. From the minds of Zack Snyder and Joss Whedon comes this superhero crossover film that will unite the greatest heroes from the DC Universe, including Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, The Flash, Cyborg, and more. It's the film nobody's been waiting for. It is Justice League. Who's
Joss
going to own it?
Whedon's in that one?
No, so he did a pass on the script, and then when Zack Snyder, he left the film, and
Gotta go
Joss
big
Whedon
or
directed the
home.
reshoots.
That's so weird.
Yeah, it's going to be weird.
30 overs.
$37 to Gooper Troopers, 39
Wow.
to Team Butter, 43 to the Full Johnson. Matt almost won the winter with the summer league with just Wonder Woman. God, I cannot talk today. Full Johnson at 47. Are we going to cross the 50 mark? We got 48 to
Damn it.
Gooper Troopers. 48 going once. No, 49 to the Full Johnson. We're tipping. We're right on that 50 mark. Could this be one of the most expensive movies of the season? No one else. Gooper Troopers at 50. We got a tight battle here between Gooper Troopers and the Full Johnson.
Mariani.
They're going back and forth. Katie is very on the fence here. She doesn't know what to do. She's scared of Matt. And look at that. Gooper Troopers bought it for $50.
All right.
Their first film. Congratulations.
I want
would
that
walk.
one. I really want that one.
All
All right. Katie's pointing to Peter Rabbit, and she's saying, "I really want that movie.
I'm not.
I really want that one."
You're not supposed to tell us that, Matt.
All right.
Or are they?
But I don't know why.
Ooh. Shit.
Well, I think the movie she really wants is our next film, Wonder. This film starring Julia Roberts and Owen Wilson as the parents of a young boy struggling to overcome, as Wikipedia very politically correctly puts it, a facial difference. He has a messed up face. The young boy, portrayed by Jacob Tremblay from The Room, the very popular young star. It comes out November 17th. And we'll see any big Owen Wilson fans in the house.
Is this a real serious movie?
No.
No, it's it's almost like a Hallmark movie that they decided to put in theaters.
It's a really popular book right now. It's a kid's book. They all have to read it in
It's
fifth
really
grade.
popular.
Do they use the term facial difference a lot? I thought that was weird.
Deformity.
Oh, is this the one?
It's the one with all.
Is the one with the kid on the front with one eye, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird cover.
Yeah. $8 to MC squared. No, $9
Kids
to the
like-
full Johnson.
Not going higher than that.
Are you serious?
And
This is more fun with teams. I like this.
What are you
We
doing?
might end some relationships tonight. $10 to MC squared, 11 to the full Johnson. $11. Running out of
Full
time. Tick, 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 tick. And Wonder, $11 sold to the full Johnson.
I want Augie.
Okay.
I'm a special ed teacher, Matt. I have to pick that one.
Kaylee didn't feel that way. All right.
tried. I didn't want it that bad.
It was a valiant effort. All right, our next film. What if we don't have many animated films. We have a couple. It's light for anime films. We got one of the big ones here, Coco. This Pixar film directed by Lee Unkrich, who you know from Toy Story 2, Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo. The movie follows a 12-year-old boy named Miguel who sets off a chain of events relating to a century-old mystery, leading to an extraordinary family reunion. The film comes out November 22nd, Thanksgiving weekend. Let's go ahead and open it up for Coco. We got $5 to team first. $8 to team Butter. They're flying here. 13 to team first.
Dan, you are so like zoned in right now.
Well, we got Daddy's home, so.
Yeah, it's all just gravy after this. We got 19 to the full Johnson, 20 to team Butter, 21 to first. They're flying. We got 24 to team Butter, 25 to first. MC squared. Gooper Trooper sitting this one out. Full Johnson at 27.
Sarah, do you agree with what Dan's doing right now?
Oh, yeah. We have a whole conversation.
Okay.
We got 28 to team first. 2 seconds. No, 29 to the full Johnson, 30 to first. Dan is not going to let this one go.
All in.
31 to the full. No, man. Dan, you got a script going, Dan, where you just keep one-upping him here? What's going
I thought
on?
about that.
An auto bid system?
Ooh.
Does.
33 to the full Johnson. Will Dan go to 34? And he won't. Full Johnson owns it. $33.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that either, Matt.
I know I'm not playing, and so my opinion doesn't matter, but $33 is Coco was my must-buy of the draft.
Really?
Because it's the only animated film that's coming out before Christmas. It's going to be on a holiday weekend. Pixar needs to bounce back after Cars 3. Hispanics are the fastest growing audience in theaters. And this is a Hispanic-focused film. This thing is going to be huge, I'm telling you. $33 was a bargain. Anyhow, no one cares what I think. Our
Sean,
next
this
film.
crashes and burns. I'm
Famous last words.
gonna tar and feather you.
Famous last words. Your slate's... Wow, your slate. All right, anyhow. Our next film, The Disaster Artist. Releasing December 1st, based on a true story. This film chronicles the making of the 2003 cult film The Room and stars both James and Dave Franco. You get two Francos for the price of one. It's a disaster artist.
Crazy, Lisa.
Hi, doggy.
I still have not seen that. Is it
Oh,
it
you
good?
have to watch
People
it.
really enjoy that.
It's so
You're
bad.
my favorite customer.
$6 to Gooper Troopers, and they own it. Wow, that was fast. That
That
was
was a
fast.
good.
You know, there's Oscar buzz for that movie, if you can believe it.
No, that was a good. That was a good.
That was a good pickup.
It's a good pickup,
So that
yeah.
one. Speaking of Oscar buzz, our next film, The Shape of Water, directed by Guillermo del Toro. It reads, as in 1962, a mute janitor and her colleague work in a government laboratory and eventually discover an amphibious creature in a water tank. The janitor, out of loneliness, befriends the creature and falls in love with it. December 8th is when it comes out in theaters. You can see it then, but you can also own it right now. What was that?
Can't wait. That sounds great.
Well, it's a romance film that anyone can like. Humans, amphibious humanoids.
We just started watching The Strain. Isn't that also Del Toro's work?
It is, and actually, Strain's very good.
It is. It's creepy.
It's good. Oh, it's legit scary.
I like it.
It's they don't screw around. $7 to first, Wow, he owns it. Congratulations, Team First.
Woohoo!
Has anybody seen it?
No.
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 I
One.
want to see it.
Mm.
Somebody
Blade Runner?
scared to go with me.
I'm sorry, I am not seeing the clown movie.
I thought you said clowns
I
don't
would
scare
consider
you.
seeing the snowman movie. The snowman, he just looks funny.
No.
On the
But clowns, they'll fuck you up. They don't mess around.
It's supposed to be really good.
Now, we're a little over a third of the way through. How about we recap all the audio listeners on what movies everyone has so far and what budget they have left? Maybe you guys aren't aware. It's on the screen, but we'll share it anyway. We'll do it from the most money to the least money remaining. Team Butter still is $96. They've only spent $4 on our first movie, Geostorm. Right behind them with $86 remaining. Team First with Daddy's Home 2 and The Shape of Water. Right after them with $44 left. Gooper Troopers, they own Justice League and The Disaster Artist. MC Squared has $33 left. They bought Jigsaw, Suburbicon, and Thor Ragnarok. And then with the least amount of money, The Full Johnson, $26 remaining. 4 movies, The Snowman, Murder on the Orient Express, Wonder, and Coco. Now, with that being said, we've got our next film here. It's a sequel to the 1995 film Jumanji. This one stars Dwayne Johnson, Jack Black, Kevin Hart, and Karen Gillan. It's Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle, and it comes out December 20th. Are people really excited for another Jumanji film? It's been too long. And clearly some of our teams feel this way. We've already got $7 to First, 8 to Team
That
Butter.
trailer was entertaining.
That's
Yeah,
about
I
all.
think people who saw it when they were kids now have kids, so they will just bring people.
Am I the only one who thought, as a kid, like the original Jumanji was scary, and this new one doesn't
Oh,
look
yeah.
very? The new one doesn't look very
I was
scary
scared.
though.
It was dark.
It looks fun. The new one looks too fun.
I totally
Too
agree with
fun.
you.
Wow. It's getting high bids.
$19 to Team Butter. Wow.
But
20 to Team First.
There we go.
21 to Team Butter. We've got a first and Butter battle going on here.
Fans.
$22 to First. 2 seconds
Robin
left.
Williams' movie's dead.
I know, but he did the original.
23 to Team Butter. It's running. Oh, 24 to First.
Too
Dan's
exciting.
doing his one-upsmanship here.
That's it.
Yeah, someone's mic is being
What's
funky.
that?
$24 to First.
It's
Congratulations.
the Shape of Water beast.
He's listening and also in love with you. Creepy.
So I'm thinking what they should have done for the new Jumanji movie is, you know how they digitally brought Princess Leia back for Rogue Squadron? I think they should have digitally brought back Robin Williams for Jumanji.
Brian is aggressively shaking his head.
Yeah,
I think they
Aggressive,
absolutely
very
should have done
aggressive.
that. I think it would have been great.
No.
I think there's a lot of pushback on that right now. A lot of pushback.
But pushback is going to draw people to the theater.
No,
to go
Matt,
see.
if you're gonna put all the money down for the Robin Williams recreation, you do Mrs. Doubtfire too. Everyone knows. That's a
All right.
no-brainer.
All right, Robin Williams as Mrs. Doubtfire in Jumanji.
Yes.
Yeah, nobody would see that coming.
That's
It'd be
the
the
best
big
movie
twist
ever.
that everybody would be talking about.
like how it doesn't make any sense. All
He
right.
just comes out of the board as the Mrs. Doubtfire.
Doubtfire. That's scary. That's
He
scary.
sets his
That's a
boobs
scary
on
Jumanji
fire.
movie. All right. Next up, our 14th film. It is the third in the series, Pitch Perfect 3. It is the third and final installment in the
Give me
Pitch
this.
Perfect
We're
trilogy.
not bidding on Pitch Perfect.
Final installment.
yeah.
They
No.
say it's the final one. We'll see. It comes out December 22nd. Let's click the start button and get the bidding going. It's got Anna Kendrick, Anna
It's not-
Camp, Rebel Wilson, and more. It's going to be amazing, and you can own it. Team Butter for 7.
I would bet there will be a tween straight to DVD Pitch Perfect in a few years.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Just
The
like-
new class.
Yeah.
Right.
Just like the
Just
Mean
like Bring It
Girls, too.
On, Mean Girls, all of them.
The 12.
You know a lot about those, Brian.
I love them. Yeah.
I'm not judging, but how many of these straight to DVDs Bring It Ons do you own?
I don't own any of them.
Great movie.
No, you just enjoy them.
Mean Girls is
Exactly
timeless.
what's
I worked in the library. I saw them there. That's where you get those movies. No one buys them.
You get them for free out of the public library.
Exactly.
Or you like get them for Christmas from your grandma who doesn't know any better.
Well, we just sold it. $15 to Team First. Team First is on a roll. You've owned purchased our last 3 movies.
Yep, we're gonna keep this going for the rest.
You're just gonna buy all the rest of the
Yeah.
movies.
It seems like a good strategy.
It's bold. All right, we have our next film here. I know Matt and I are excited for this. The very first episodes of Up for Debate we did on this guy, written and directed by none other than Aaron Sorkin. It's about 26-year-old Molly Bloom, who became the target of an FBI investigation following her running of an underground poker empire, loosely based on a true story. It is Molly's Game. It comes out on Christmas, December 25th, and we're going to crack it open here. Again, another movie with some early Oscar buzz. It is Sorkin's first directorial effort. We got $5 to Team Butter. We still have $5 to Team Butter. Going once. No, $6 to Gooper Troop. I keep want to say Goofer Troop. Gooper Troopers. I'll get that right. $7 to the Full Johnson.
Yeah.
Going once. Going twice. Someone gonna put it for 8. No, Full Johnson owns it for 7.
Yeah, I was gonna all the ones that are low. I'm gonna go for.
What was that, Kaylee?
Nothing.
Oh, we're on mute. Sorry.
All right.
We're not doing anything else. We're done.
You're just gonna take your money and go home.
Cashing out.
Well, we can't do that because we've got more movies to bid on, including The Greatest Showman, coming out also on Christmas, December 25th. It is the story of American showman P.T. Barnum, in this film played by none other than the great Australian Hugh Jackman. P.T. Barnum, the founder of the circus that became the famous traveling Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus. The Greatest Showman, available right now for bid.
I thought it said The Greatest Snowman.
That would be a great mashup.
Like
Hugh Jackman runs a circus where he kills people and hides them in snowmen.
If he was a better showman, maybe they would have stayed in business.
Ooh, too soon.
You just got churned.
Robin Williams dressed as a snowman.
We got
He could be
$6.
Jack Frost.
Jack, that's a scary movie. Michael Keaton as a reanimated snowman.
Some people really angry.
Team Butter just bought it. Team Butter, $6. The Greatest Showman.
Wait, what did he say?
I said Team Butter owns it. But we got to do our next film. We got to do our next film because we got another horror sequel. Insidious: The Last Key, coming out January 5th. It is the 4th installment in the Insidious franchise and the second chronologically following 2015's Insidious Chapter 3. It comes out January 5th, our first movie of 2018. Who wants a piece of this horror franchise? Now, if MC Squared buyed it, they got Jigsaw, they got Insidious, and that's a formidable slate. But they also got to bid the most. So we got $6 to MC Squared. Will they take this one home? Time is running out. Sold. MC Squared, $6. Very good. We're a little over halfway through. I want to take a little time out. How's everybody feeling? How's everyone feeling about how they're doing so far?
I want to know what Heather thinks. She hasn't been saying much.
I'm feeling great.
How's your first movie draft experience?
This is awesome. I am very impressed.
I feel like this is one of those sideline interviews in sports where it's like, so the defense was a little slow. What are you going to change in the second half?
We just got to play better defense, I think. We got to keep the ball away from the other team, and we just got to keep doing what we were doing.
Yeah, guys got to go out there. They just got to do their jobs, you know? I mean, the coaching staff's got to be better. The special teams, we got to be better on special teams. Got to make some adjustments in the locker room.
There's a lot of behind the scenes chat going on.
Yeah, we're chatting.
I am into. Yeah, go ahead, Brian.
Go ahead. I was gonna say that's the stuff they gotta say. So like Belichick, who's watching the interview live, like on his phone or whatever, he's not listening. Like, okay, this is exactly what they're gonna do.
Yeah, you're keeping them in the dark. I think that's
you gotta be vague. You gotta be vague.
I'm curious when all this is over. I'm gonna ask you guys at the end of this. Is it easier for the teams that are together in person or that are remote? Because I'm curious how that's working out. but we'll wait for that till the end. Right now, we have another film coming out, and it stars America's favorite actor, Liam Neeson. It is The Commuter, coming out January 12th. In this movie, Liam Neeson plays an insurance salesman who is on his daily commute home. When it quickly becomes anything but routine, he is forced to uncover the identity of a hidden passenger on his train before the last stop. It basically was written for Liam Neeson. It's The Commuter, and we're going to open it up right now. I feel like I've seen that movie before, but...
Yeah, how all my skills.
Basically.
What's the Jackie Chan movie? The Foreigner? Is that
The Foreigner? Yes, that's the one that's with Pierce Brosnan. That's out right now.
I thought this was that. I got confused.
No.
Chain Man.
Yeah, no, this is Liam Neeson. $4 to Team Butter. Sold! Whoa! Look at Phil. Look on Phil's face. Holy crap.
I like every single Liam Neeson movie. They are all gems. They're so good.
I want to know Phil's strategy. Why do they still have $86 left?
I have a theory, but I don't want to say it out loud.
It's called hacking.
It's definitely a plan. That is for sure.
Hacking the computer.
I think he was saving it all for our next film, Paddington 2. Coming out January 12th, based on the stories of the character of the same name. It is the sequel to the 2014 film Paddington. What is everyone's lovable Slickers-wearing bear up to now? You're going to find out January 12th. Who's going to own it? Cooper Troopers in for 2. We got Team Butter with 3. MC Squared with 4. And we're sitting at 4. $4 for Paddington 2. Boom! Sold. That's a bargain at $4. Are you kidding me?
That's really good.
That is, because the first Paddington beat expectations. I don't know how the second's going to do, but early January is kind of a dead period, so well done. Well done. All right. Let's do our 20th film. A film so good it already has changed its name, because my sheet says Horse Soldiers, but it's not Horse Soldiers anymore. I mush mouth today.
Sean was trying out an accent there.
And Matt knows my accent work. It's horrific. It is 12 Strong. It's coming out January 19th, based on the nonfiction book Horse Soldiers. This film is about the CIA paramilitary officers and U.S. Special Forces sent to Afghanistan right after the September 11th attacks. It stars Chris Hemsworth, Michael Shannon, Michael Pena, among others. It is 12 Strong. Will it go for $12? Who knows? Maybe more, maybe less. We got $3 for Gooper Troopers. We got $7 for the full Johnson. $7. It's sticking there, going once, going twice for 12 Strong. Sold! $7 to the full Johnson. Now, Dan knows this well. Military movies have kind of had a not so great run, although I guess Dunkirk is an exception.
Is it an exception?
But Free State of Jones, not really.
Well,
This one has Chris Hemsworth in it.
That's true. It's got star power.
Well, that's also, I think, people look favorably back on World War II compared with modern warfare.
Didn't that movie American Sniper? Didn't people go see that?
It did well.
Did
Did reasonable. We'll have to see. It's around that same time when it comes out, so we'll see. It's an interesting time of year. Now, we are 2/3 of the way through, if you can believe. We only got 10 movies left. Let's update everyone at home as to how much money is left and what people own. I just got kicked out of the draft system, so...
We did too.
So did us.
All right, there we go. I'm back. While everyone's getting reconnected, let's see how we're doing here. Again, we'll do an order of who has the most money remaining to the least money. Team Butter, $86 remaining. They own 3 movies, Geostorm, The Greatest Showman, and The Commuter. Right after them, with $47, it is Team First. Daddy's Home 2, The Shape of Water, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, Pitch Perfect 3. Right after them, $44. Gooper Troopers, they own just 2 movies, Justice League and The Disaster Artist. After that, MC Squared, they have $23 and own Jigsaw, Suburbicon, Thor Ragnarok, Insidious The Last Key, and Paddington 2. And finally, with just $12 left, they own 6 movies, The Snowman, Murder on the Orient Express, Wonder, Coco, Molly's Game, and 12 Strong. Everyone ready to close out strong here?
True. I just want to make a remark. I think Kaylee Bryant, I love the fact that Paddington is hanging out with all those other movies.
It's an aggressive slate.
An amazing blend.
They're hitting. They're kind of like the blockbuster. They're hitting all the genres.
We're dipping our toe in everything.
Yeah.
Next up, you can own a piece of everyone's favorite young adult fiction franchise, Maze Runner: The Death Cure, coming out January 26th. It's the sequel to the 2015 film Maze Runner: The Scorch Trials, and the third and final installment in the series.
Get up. The colon is the Death Trials, Death Cure.
Yes. It all takes place in the colon. That's what it's.
Got it.
It's Maze Runner colon.
Mm.
We got $3 to team first.
Maze Runner colon.
Will this go as the cheapest movie we've ever sold? No, it won't. I was getting excited I really want a movie to go for $1.
That was close.
I really do. One of these days.
You might at the end of this.
That would be
I'm
amazing.
not feeling good about like Tomb Raider.
Well, we don't have to worry about Maze Runner anymore because Team First just bought it for $5. All right. Very good. Next up, we've got another sequel in another popular fiction franchise, 50 Shades Freed, the final film in the 50 Shades trilogy and the sequel to 50 Shades of Grey and 50 Shades Darker. It brings back Dakota Johnson and Jamie Dornan. It comes out February 9th, right in time for Valentine's Day, ladies. And you can check it out. 50 Shades Freed. Let's see who wants to pick this one up.
Valentine's Day is for everyone, Sean.
Yeah, you know what, Brian? I guess you're right. I got to get you a gift this year, Brian.
No.
Yeah, bros getting bros Valentine's Day gifts. Hallmark would love that shit.
Bros getting bros.
Bros loving bros. Hashtag. Writes itself. We got $11 going for 50 Shades Freed here. MC Squared. Will they own it? Yes, they will. MC Squared, 11X. They're very excited.
I mean, happy Valentine's.
Spreading the love.
Again, with the slate that includes Jigsaw, Insidious, Suburbicon, but also Paddington and 50 Shades Freed.
And Thor.
My goodness. It's formidable.
It's a good mix.
But let's see if you can add one more to it, because next up we've got Peter Rabbit, the combo live-action CGI animated film based on the stories of the character of the same name. Features voice roles played by James Corden, Daisy Ridley, Margot Robbie, and Elizabeth Debicki. It is coming out on February 9th, going head-to-head with 50 Shades Freed, although I don't think they compete for the same audience. You can own it. Who's gonna bid big for this one? We got $2 to Team Butter. And it's still $2 to Team Butter. $3 to MC Squared. We've got $4.
Your rabbit. Strong desire.
$5 to MC Squared. $6 to First. Tick, tick, tick.
What's
Time's
happening
ticking away.
to your
$6. My goodness. $6 to Team First. Going once. Going twice. Will they own it? Sold to Team First for $6.
You miss Peter Rabbit and 50 Shades of Grey.
Who got 50 Shades of Grey?
It was MC,
guys got 50
MC
Shades of
Squared
Grey?
got it
Nice.
for $11. Okay, let's keep chugging along here because we have our second Marvel movie of the season. This is a big one, Black Panther. This stars the Black Panther. It's coming out February 16th. It's about the Black Panther being a Black Panther. My sheet was screwed up, so I don't know what it's about. But you can still own it, regardless of my mix-up. We've got $10 to Team Butter. They're kicking us off. 12 to Team First. And we're gonna have. I think we're gonna have quite a battle on this one. We got 15, 16, 20 to Team Butter. 21 to First. 24 Gooper Troopers getting in on the action. 25 to Team Butter. I will mention Team Butter has the most money remaining, $86. What are they going to spend it on? Maybe this movie. First with 28. Gooper Troop. Yes, go $86 on Black Panther. We got $35 on Team Butter, 36 for First. We're going back and forth. 38 to Gooper Troopers. It's a three-way battle now between First, Gooper Troopers, and Team Butter. Butter in the lead, 39. And the clock is running out. No, we go to 41 for Gooper Troopers. 42. Is someone going to push Gooper Troopers to their limit? They only got $44. They're up for 43 right now. Will they win it? No, they won't.
Bid
can't be beaten. Nobody has more than $44 left. Well, that means it's over.
Oh.
You bid everybody. That's amazing. I've never seen that happen. Team Butter, Congratulations, you own the Black Panther for $44.
Good move. That's
Sean,
good for.
Can you tell me what the Black Panther movie is about?
Sure, it stars Black Panther as the proverbial Black Panther. And in this film, he plays a Black Panther who panthers in the blackness. Okay. Go see it, and then you can tell me what it's about. No, I have some stuff here on my sheet, but I screwed it up, so I don't know, but I can. Matt, would you like to know what our next movie is about?
Is it about a panther that is also black?
No, it's about a best-selling book of the same name by Jeff Vandermeer. It's Annihilation. It's an upcoming science fiction thriller film directed and written by Alex Garland, and it's coming out February 23rd. And you can get a piece of a very popular book series. People are feeling good about this film. Bad shit happened. The early trailers looked really good. Those are already out. And we got bids coming in hot and heavy. $5 to Team First right now in the lead. And will that do it? That will do it. $5, Team First. Getting the bargain. This is, man, there are a couple teams here who own a lot of movies. Very interesting. We got an interesting distribution going on. Let me tell you about the Red Sparrow. This one had by far my favorite Wikipedia description, and so I'm going to read it word for word. A Russian spy, parentheses, Jennifer Lawrence. That was the whole description. That was it. I think it was a typo. I think someone meant to finish it or accidentally delete it, but literally just said, a Russian spy, Jennifer Lawrence.
I'm going to see it.
Do you need to know more than that?
That's all. That's the whole thing.
Not at
Got
all.
Jennifer Lawrence and
she's a Russian spy.
Yeah, I know. It writes itself.
I want to see it. I want to see it today.
Well, you can see it March 2nd when it comes out in theaters, but you can own it right now. So let's kick open the bid for the Russian spy Jennifer Lawrence film, Red Sparrow. $10 to Team Butter.
Wow.
Really investing in that Lawrence
Lawrence
appeal.
With a plan.
That J-Law appeal.
I hope
Once,
Jennifer
twice,
Lawrence
sold.
does a better Russian accent than you, Sean.
Oh,
That's all I'm saying.
my Russian accent. on the Red Sparrow. How was that? Was that acceptable?
It's like Borat if he got hit on the head a couple times.
My wife.
Got ran over by a truck.
Oh God, this is why I don't do voices in D&D anymore, because it doesn't work. We only have 4 films left, and every team still has money on the board, so I'm expecting some hot bids here. Starting with A Wrinkle in Time, based on the 1963 novel of the same name. The film stars Oprah Winfrey, Reese Witherspoon, and Mindy Kaling. It comes out March 9th, A Wrinkle in Time. Will this be a hot seller? I bet it will be. Let's see what it goes for when the bidding starts. $2 to Team Butter. 3 to First. 4 to Gooper Troopers. 5 to First. I can't say these. Where do you people come up with these
really
names?
tripping you up.
Ugh. It's, tongue twisters. We got $10 to Gooper Troopers. 11 to Team First. 12 to MC Squared. 13 to First. This is where we're running it up here. First remains in first. $13. 2 seconds left. Will they be outbid? No. First owns it for $13.
Kate movie. I would go see that. Mindy Kaling's fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be Oprah Winfrey's gonna be all over that shit. So get excited for that.
And it's Ava DuVernay directing.
Yes, exactly. It's gonna Disney putting their marketing muscle behind it. Will it be this year's Beauty and the Beast? We'll have to wait and find out. Next up, our third to last film. It is Tomb Raider. Based on the video game of the same name, the film tells about the first expedition of Lara Croft, in which she goes to complete her father's research and uncover ancient secrets capable of clearing her name from what? You'll have to see the movie to find out. March 16th is when it's released. It is the reboot of Tomb Raider. Who's going to own this one? All right, $12 to MC Squared. They're going all in, and they're already outbid. $13 to Team Butter. We've only got a couple. 14 to the Gooper Troopers. 15 to Team Butter. 16 to the Gooper Troopers. 17 to Team Butter. 18 to the Gooper Troopers. 20. Now it's a 2-team battle. Gooper Troopers and Team Butters. They're the only one with enough money left to own it. Gooper Troopers in the lead. No, now Team Butter. $24, 25 to Gooper Troopers. How high will Tomb Raider go? It's sticking at $25 at the moment. 26 to Team Butter. 29 to the Gooper Troopers. 30 to Team Butter. 32, and it cannot be beaten. Gooper Troopers, congratulations. You own it for $32. Only your third film.
That was a fun little dance there.
Only your third film of the whole thing.
Yeah, we're going for a disaster artist to get us all of our money. So.
It's no one thought The Room was going to be a success, so why not your team?
Yeah.
All right,
we got a freeway tie of $12 for 3 teams.
Well, the good news is we only have two movies left and 2 teams with more money than everyone else. So who are going to own these films? Odds are stacked against you. But let's find out anyway. Pacific Rim Uprising, no colon in this one. It's the sequel to 2013's Pacific Rim. It stars John Boyega and Charlie Day and Bern Gorman return in their roles from the original film. It comes out on March 23rd. This also a Guillermo del Toro vehicle, and you can own it. Who's going to put it up? $12 to Gooper Troopers. So everyone except Team Butter has been outbid. First is going in. First is in for $14. 15 to Team Butter. 16 to First. 17. And First is in for everything. 18. Will they be outbid or will they own it? No, they will not. $19 to Team Butter. And they for sure own it. Congratulations. Trailers look good. I'm excited. I enjoyed the first one. Anytime giant robots smash giant monsters, man, sign me up.
Is that the one where he says, "Let them fight"? Or no,
Yes.
I think it's Godzilla.
I think you're thinking
it was Godzilla. You're right.
Yeah.
That's Godzilla.
But the line in Pacific Rim was what?
Tonight we're canceling the apocalypse.
Yes.
Yep.
That was a good one.
Isn't there a giant katana at the end of Pacific Rim?
Spoilers.
Yes. They split a
it's
kaiju with
been
it.
long enough. It's been like 6 years. Which is statute of limitations, I think, is expired there.
Never know.
Well, we have just one movie left here this evening on the draft, and everyone wants a piece of it. We reviewed this book on this very show a couple episodes ago. If you didn't listen to that one, it was one of our best episodes we've ever done. For our first book club entry, we read Ready Player One. We didn't think the book was that great.
Yeah, according to my coworkers, that was the, quote, only tolerable episode of your show.
Wow.
So, it got great reviews.
I mean, it's kind of a compliment.
But I'm not allowed to.
Yeah, you can't listen.
Damn.
But
the good news is, regardless of what you thought of the book, they make it to a movie.
Apparently that was the only one that we were semi-prepared for and, quote, didn't seem nervous as hell.
Wow. That's like super... I'm not sending that person a tote bag.
I kind of wish I never told them about the podcast, so...
Yeah, that's a tough thing.
Tote bag for them.
It's better when we don't have fans. I'm just saying. Directed by Steven Spielberg, co-written by the original author. It is Ready Player One, our final film. Let's just get this over with and open it up. Our 30th in this draft. I think I know who's going to win it, but, who knows. Sold already. Congratulations, Team First. The only team with enough money to own it. $18. It is yours, and congratulations, everyone. This auction is over. Woo! Good job, everybody. Let's do a quick recap, and then we'll go around the horn and see how everyone's feeling about their how they did. And we will do this in order of who spent the most money, and that would be Team First. They didn't leave a single dollar on the table, and they own Daddy's Home 2, The Shape of Water, Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle, Pitch Perfect 3, Maze Runner: The Death Cure, Peter Rabbit, Annihilation, A Wrinkle in Time, and Ready Player One, which I have to check. That may set the record for most movies owned by a single team. After them, we have a three-way tie for the most remaining money. I'll just pick a team. The Full Johnson, $12 remaining. They own The Snowman, Murder on the Orient Express, Wonder, Coco, Molly's Game, and 12 Strong. After that, Gooper Troopers. They have Justice League, The Disaster Artist, and Tomb Raider. MC Squared. They have Jigsaw, Suburbicon, Thor Ragnarok, Insidious: The Last Key, Paddington 2, and 50 Shades Free. And finally, Team Butter, who owns Geostorm, The Greatest Showman, The Commuter, Black Panther, Red Sparrow, and Pacific Rim Uprising. So how's everyone feeling about how their teams did? Anyone ready to declare victory already? No, clearly,
Absolutely
Super Troopers. Not
I think
buying
that's
it.
I think Mixed Squared's got this one. They got the most blockbusters.
Yeah, I think so. I think 50 Shades is gonna be what wins it.
Gonna put you over the top.
I think so.
What's the holiday spread? We have Valentine's Day. Who had Coco? Because you said Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's Thanksgiving. That's full Johnson.
You've got.
We have Coco.
And I think
Team Butter is going to take it with Black Panther.
Yeah. I think Black Panther Pacific Rim is a good combo.
I'm very interested in Team First only because every year in the draft, and this is usually Colby's strategy. Thank you for filling in when he's not here, guys. But his strategy is to just buy the most movies, and I feel like you guys really held up that mantle. And he's never won with that, but
he's also not coming last with that.
He's always come right in the middle. So
I will say we have a lot of movies that are not terrible movies. Daddy's Home 2, Daddy's Home 1 made like $300 million at the box office the first year. We paid like $5 for it. I think we got a couple $100 million. I think we have more 100, 200, 300, $400 million movies in here than we do sub $100 million movies.
But this is what's interesting about the winter draft, and we had this last time around where out of nowhere movies happen way more often in the winter, especially around the Oscar season. Both Manchester by the Sea and La La Land last year brought that partly what won Matt that trophy was La La Land, which did like 150, 200 on Buzz alone, and he paid only a few bucks. We've got The Shape of Water, we've got The Disaster Artist, we've got Greatest Showman. Maybe I'm kind of on the fence about, but some of these movies I think really could get strong Oscar buzz and pick up. Shape of Water is going to be a real question mark for me.
Be the
We
Molly.
didn't pay that much for it, so.
Yeah, so that's interesting.
Yes, Molly's Game.
Molly's Game, and everyone's going to go see Molly's Game. So that's Coco is going to be huge. I mean, the year I won a couple of times, Finding Nemo or Finding Dory did like 450. I don't think that'll be as big, but if you can get 350 out of that, I mean, you're more than halfway there. So, interesting on the animated films. We're just about out of time, so we got to wrap it up here. We've gone an hour. Thanks to all our players. Before we conclude, is there anything I like to give you guys who are nice enough to come here? Is there anything anyone here would like to plug or promote? Or, because we have a big audience. They're rabid about hearing about us, and they want to go out and buy things you promote and check out things that you do. Is there anything you guys would like to plug or promote? For use our platform for free advertising. What can you guys? Anything, please go ahead. Yes, Brian. Brian goes first. Brian, what would you like to promote?
All right, next month, November 17th through the 19th in Morristown, New Jersey, the event DerpyCon, convention about sci-fi, anime, all kinds of nerddom things will be going on. And we're going to have 2 of the original Power Rangers there, the Blue Ranger and the Black Ranger.
Oh, those are my favorites.
So, yes. So, it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a pretty exciting time. We're going to have some virtual reality stuff that hasn't really been talked about. I don't want to spoil too much, but, it'll be there.
Super cool. Where can people find out more? Is there a website?
Yes, derpycon.com. I think it's that simple.
Very cool. Check it out, derpycon.com this November. Thank you, Brian. Anything else anyone would like to plug?
Go see all the movies we just picked so we can win.
I mean, that's a pretty good. The good news is, Kaylee, the folks out there can check out the status of the Movie League all winter long. All you got to do, you go to upfordebate.tv/movies. And the list will be there. The up-to-date scores will be there. You can see how we're doing. And I'll also remind you, you'll get updates all winter long on this program at upfordebate.tv and weekly on Coffee and Beer Radio. You can just go to anchor.fm/coffee and beer or search for Coffee and Beer Radio wherever you get your podcasts. That will do it for this show. Thanks to all of you players for joining us, and thanks for everyone out there who joined us listening and watching. We appreciate it. Our website is upfordebate.tv. Go there. You can get all the episodes and links to where you can subscribe and watch the show. This is the episode to see the YouTube version, HD. You can check it out. Watch the whole thing. Players interact. It's a lot of fun. And be sure to come back next week. Matt and I, big tease here, in honor of Halloween, we're doing a Sweet 16 style bracket to determine the best fear out there. It's going to be we're putting them head-to-head battles between fear of flying and fear of snakes, fear of falling and fear of open spaces. We've got all the biggest ones you know and love, and we're going to pick the winner of the best fear in honor of Halloween. It's a can't miss episode, and it'll be coming out next week, the week following this one. But subscribe and you'll get all the episodes. Maybe your coworker won't think it's stupid.
That would be the biggest praise of all.
That it wasn't stupid. That's what we strive for.
Although I didn't like, that wasn't even the most ridiculous part. It was when I said I have a second podcast where we play Dungeons and Dragons. They thought that was like just the funniest thing. They wouldn't even entertain listening to that.
I don't know why you tell them these things. There's some you just want to keep some of this to yourself. Lead that second life. All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us. On behalf of Matt and all our players, this is Sean. We'll see you next time for more great excitement here on Up for Debate.